Welcome to the sideshow. If you like what you're seeing, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you.
I'm going to bet money that just about anyone who builds automobiles in 124th and 125th scale has probably come across the Campus Friend set from Tamiya. And these figures came out, I think, sometime in the 1980s or so. And it was basically one of the only games in town for a while, unless you were looking for purchasing individual figures. Now there's all sorts of 124 scale figures out there, but very few of them are just your basic like teenagers or 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, something like that. And so for the most part, these kind of figures were still the only ones. They're just typical people. They're not your sexy model or a cop or anything else in 124 scale, just ordinary people. And they came with the Vespa scooter. And I'm assuming that most people know that Tamiya has recently came out with Campus Friends 2, which is another set of 5 basic civilians. Once again, this time I think it's 4 women and 1 guy, as opposed to before where it was 2 guys and 3 women. So that's what you have in the new set. And once again, a little scooter. In this case, it's a Yamaha scooter. And as you can probably guess, these go for a little more than the original Campus Friends went for when they first came out, but not nearly as much as the Campus Friends go for now, because they've been out of production for so long that people pay $35, $40 for these Campus Friends, the first set. And these new ones, well, they go for 24 bucks. Which isn't a bad price. I just picked it up at my local hobby shop. It's a little more expensive online because of shipping and stuff, but they are out there. The real question is, how much have they improved in the last 30 or 40 years? And that's really what I'm going to be looking at here. Well, let's take a look. What I'm going to start with is the scooters, because quite frankly that's one of the main reasons I picked it up, was for the scooters. Well, this is the red Vespa scooter that comes with the original Campus Friend set, and you can see this makes up the entire scooter. You got the 2 body halves, 1, 2, and then the kickstand to hold it up, 3, and then the handlebars, 4, and then the headlight, 5, and then 6, 7 are the wheels. So that's the whole scooter in all. And 8 with the license plate. So 8 pieces made up the scooter in the original Campus Friend set. And I tell you what, when that came out, that was a cat's meow. Everyone loved that little scooter because it was pretty cool. And there's other scooters that Tamiya did. They would often put a little scooter in a lot of their 124 scale car kits. I think they did that to make up for the fact that the kits did not have a engine in them. So you'd have a curbside build-up plus a scooter, which was pretty cool. So let's take a look at the new scooter, and then we'll look at the figures. Okay, so here's the new scooter, and as you can see right away, there's more parts to the new scooter than the old scooter. Once again, you do have the 2 body halves, but if you notice, the seat, here's the 2 body halves. This one has the seat molded on. In this case, the seat is molded separately. Here's the kickstand. Here looks like part of the engine. Got 2 really nice looking wheels. License plate over here. So that's, and that looks like possibly the headlight. There's the handlebars. Got 2 rear view mirrors. That looks like the gas tank. No, that's the back end of the scooter. Is that right? Yeah, that's the back end of the scooter, I believe. Yeah, and then you've got the shield over the front. So you have a shield that goes over the very front. Yeah, that is the headlight right there too. So all total, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Looks like 23 pieces, and you can see the difference. Well, you can sort of see the difference. You got that there, or you got that there. And it's really molded in a nice color. I like that color. I might just leave it that color if I can build it without screwing it up, because I like that color. So that's the difference in the scooters. Now, one of the weird things that came with the first Campus Friends was this paper doll that was on the inside. And I guess this was designed so that you could look at different ways that you could paint your figure or something like that. I don't know for sure. But it kind of described, you know, polo shirt, BD pullover shirt, button-down pullover shirt, the Tilden vest, Henley neck shirt, sweatshirts and different shorts and stuff like that. And then, you know, the different colors you could paint the shoes and stuff. I guess that's what this was designed for. I don't know for sure. And the other thing that it came with was the little decal sheet. It gave you 2 license plates for the Vespa scooter, plus various logos that you could put on, like the sweatshirt, and also like the Wilson decal for the cover for the tennis racket and things of that nature, plus other decals for, I'm not exactly sure what for. Plus, depending on what year you got it in, they also had this wire that came with it, because you were to make a set of glasses for one of the boys. One of the boys wore a pair of glasses. This would be for the wireframe glasses. There was another one that had it in black, so for the black plastic frame glasses. It really depended on which year you bought it in, because it was released more than once. Let's look at the accessories for the new Campus Friends. Well, you're not going to get the little paper doll thing. Basically, all you get is a set of decals for your little Yamaha scooter, the Yamaha Vino Deluxe, and so you have all the decals you need to build the scooter, including the highlighted white and black decals that would go along the side, so that if you chose not to paint it, you have all the necessary decals to do it up nicely, and including the license plate there. But as for any kind of things for other decals for like anything like a logo on a sweatshirt or something like that, those are gone. They're not in here, so I'm guessing they just didn't bother to get the rights for them or something like that. But that's the really cool thing. Got a really nice decal sheet for the little Yamaha scooter. Let's look at the figures, and this is where you're really going to see an amazing difference. If you thought there was an amazing difference between the two scooters, well, the figures really show a difference. Okay, so this is the entire tree for the for all of the figures in the original Campus Friends set, and this was a really nice set when it came out. You can see the facial expressions there and such on the guy. Here's the girl on the scooter. Oh, here's the girl on the scooter. Got a nice little smile on her face and everything, if we can get that to show up. And if you notice, the girl on the scooter, she's got a ponytail molded separately. You got the face, 2 arms, and then the 2 legs. That's typical of what most of these figures are. There are 4 or 5 pieces put the entire figure together. The most complicated figure is the girl in the skirt. You got her 2 arms, her upper torso, two halves of the skirt, and then the bottom of her body with her legs. But most of the other ones are wearing shorts of some kind. You've got the guy in the sweatshirt and the guy in the button-down shirt. And those are the figures for the original Campus Friends. All 5 of them on one tree. And now you have 5 figures on 2 different trees with multiple parts to make an individual figure. For instance, all of the figures you're seeing, all the parts you're seeing right here are used for just the girl who's leaning against the scooter. So you've got right here, you've got one of her arms. There's a second leg. There's upper torso and a part of a leg. The back side of the leg and the upper torso on the other side. Her other arm. And then this is a piece of hair. This is a piece of hair. And here's her face. All of that goes together to make the one figure. And then here's the girl who's taking the selfie. You've got the outstretched arm, and here's the hand that holds the camera. There's her head. You've got her 2 legs here, and then you've got 2 arm options here. One of them is with the arm straight down by the side, and the other arm is with her holding a cup. So you're already starting to see differences in here. Over here is the part of the girl who's in the skirt. You see hair, her face, the back of her head, one of her arms. This is an optional arm. You also have an arm where she's holding a cup over here too. So she can be holding a cup and doing the peace sign, or she can be holding the cup. Her options are either giving the peace sign or holding a cup. They can both be holding cups of coffee. And there's the back of her body with the dress and her 2 legs. And then up here, we already covered her. So that's the first set with 3 figures on it. And then we go over here to the second set. And this is the girl with the backpack and the one guy that comes with it. And you're seeing here the 2 body parts, upper torso and legs, and then the backpack, which is actually in 3 pieces. You've got her arm there and a second arm here. That's because and she's wearing an oversized sweatshirt, so that's why the sleeves are so long. And she can be built with or without the hat. So you have a head with a hat and without a hat, and then a head with the hat. So you can do it either way. And I don't know, I think that's her ponytail sticking out the back of the hat. And then you've got her purse, which is also in 2 pieces. And another purse over here. And what else do we got there? Okay, and then we're over to the guy who apparently could be a musician if you want him to be a musician. He's wearing a jacket. He's got one foot molded separately. You've got the separate leg coming down. So this is the front and back half of the legs. Again, you have 2 different faces or 2 different heads for this figure. And then the 2 arms. And then there's the guitar that it could be carrying. And what's really cool about this one is, well, just the way he's dressed and everything with the oversized, all the coat and everything else that he's got on him. This guy could be used for a number of things, everything from a good guy to a bad guy. And like I said, you got 2 different faces. One of them is a much older gentleman, it looks like, than the younger one. So if you get multiple sets of these, you have multiple options on building the figures a little bit. The only figure that bothers me a little bit is this one here, the girl taking the selfie. Got to find out other things that you can do with that outstretched arm like that. But beyond that, pretty cool. And as you can see, a lot more parts. Most of these figures now will require about 8 or 9 pieces to build as opposed to 4. So a lot more detail in them too. The faces have a lot more going for them. They're not like they're not nearly as detailed as like those master box figures you get in 124 scale, but then again, they are also not nearly as expensive as the master box figures. Um, uh, and quite frankly, these are more common to what you would actually see like on a street or out on on a university campus or something like that. I mean, that's why they're called campus friends. So I'm pretty impressed with them. I really like them. I think they did a really good job with the detailing and everything. Hope to see some other ones like this, but as it is, at least this one gives you the option to build a couple different ways, a couple of the figures, so you do have a little bit more in play with them. And really nice the way the clothes are, the fashions you see today. A lot of kids in oversized clothes and everything, so it's kind of cool. And yes, they do scale well. They come in right around 2 3/4 inches tall, which when you consider 3 inches would be 6 feet and 124 scale, you're looking at figures that come in sizes somewhere between I would say 5'6" and 5'10". So works for me. Anyway, talk to you again soon.
Thanks for visiting Toby's Sideshow of Scale Styrene. If you really enjoyed what you saw here, consider subscribing and ringing that notification bell so you'll know when the next episode is up online. Thanks again for dropping by.